Hello, everyday goddesses, divine feminines, twin flames. Hello, ladies. How are you today? My name is Haritej Kaur, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited today because I'm starting my channel. And I've been myself on the twin flame journey for about a year. And this has been quite a year, right? Wow. And the fall has been really an incredible shift of energy, such a challenging time. So I've decided that what I would like to do with the readings here is to really focus, assist the divine feminines in focusing on their healing. Right? I noticed the past year, and I myself, I was looking at pick of cards. How's he doing? What's he doing? Is he coming back? What's going on with him? And this year has really been about shifting that focus, right? And looking into our own lives, into our own joy, our own healing. How do we cultivate ourselves day to day so that we can allow our divine masculines, especially those of us that are in separation, to go through what they're going through, do what they need to do, and move ourselves more towards the power of now, as Eckhart Tolle would say, right? How are we day to day? How are we moment to moment? How do we cultivate that pure presence, which ultimately that's the biggest spiritual lesson, right? Being here now, being present. So easier said than done sometimes, right? So let's take a little look and get some messages from Spirit just to focus that day to day. I'm really excited about serving this community in this way. So let's see what Spirit has to tell us today to support us in being our most joyful, powerful selves. I'm just going to take a little bit more shuffle here. Let's get started with, the good old Rider-Waite Tarot here. Real classic. Let's go. Okay. Oof. And there he is. All right. It's so interesting me that 2 twos came out because I was just talking about presence, and I was just rereading The Power of Now. And one of the most important lessons is about duality. The duality of being here on the earth, but also being not of the earth and being in spirit, right? Finding that unity of consciousness to come into that singularity. So Divine Feminine, you have some choices to make in front of you, and some of them are very practical moving forward into this year. How are you going to spend your time? How are you going to spend your resources in ways that will bring you away from the choppy waters, right? Been having kind of a juggling act. Is it me? Is it him? Is it me? Is it him? And really sort of getting to a place where that is no longer an actual choice. Really holding things in a singularity that you can, I think I'm going to sneeze, that you can follow this divine feminine journey and at the same time hold your day-to-day life in complete joy, right? So it looks like a choice, but it's actually about juggling those things and holding them in balance. And when you do that, you get to experience that infinity, right? To get there, make sure that you take the blinders off, all right? This is a slight nudging from Spirit about not wanting to see, right? Not fully wanting to look into your own emotional life that's behind you, your own mystery, your own new moon, right? This new cycle of emotional depth. Make sure that you are willing to look really within, all right, to yourself. And in that way, you will help your masculine come into his balance. This is sort of like, right? Here you are over here. And there he is. This also represents the inner masculine in you as well, right? And that, I'm going to say, refers back here to the Two of Pentacles, making sure that you're also staying in balance on the earth plane, making sure that you use your intuition to make really clear decisions, that you get your affairs in order, that you take care of your health, take care of your body, take care of your earth plane stuff. Make sure you're not getting so wrapped up into, the twin flame journey that you let go of the earthly realm and get kind of lost in there a little bit. Make sure you keep those things in balance. And when you develop that intuition, that pituitary gland, right, which we work in Kundalini yoga, that pituitary gland, that intuition, which you need to unmask, right? You need to take those blinders off that third eye. When you get to that intuition, you will be able to start to make very practical decisions very, very quickly. And that's going to strengthen your own masculine energies. It's going to bring you into balance in the masculine. And it's also going to bring more balance in your relationship with your masculine. Yeah? Okay. Let's go a little deeper here for a second. And look at the Moonology deck, which is, just my favorite. I love this deck so much. A time for healing. Whew. Yeah, isn't that the truth? All right. This is this right here. Okay. We have been through a really intense fall. Going from the November new moons, the eclipses into solstice. But it has opened up the space for a new start for us. And look at this. The new moon is showing up here twice for you, Divine Feminine, right? This is a new phase. This is a new time to look deeply within the self, right? Get your affairs in order. Make sure that you don't keep your back closed to the depths of emotion. And I'm not just talking about the emotions that we go through over the masculine, the sadness, the grief, all of that. Yes, that's there. But I'm talking about into the deeper emotional body that is you, right? Your emotional body as a Divine Feminine is that operating system, right, for you. But you want to make sure that you're not over-identifying with the pain body. When you're able to sort of pull that identification off the pain body, then you can look deeper into the wells of the complexity of your feelings without having them take you for too much of a ride. And this dropping down into this essence, this is something that is a new beginning, looking at your emotional life in a new way as more of a guidance system and not a roller coaster ride. Yeah? Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what energies and messages the Syrians have for us today. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Okay. This is about this. So the things that you are going to feel compelled to do, inspired to do, driven to do, really stepping into the fullness of who you actually are, don't hesitate, right? Don't worry about the people around you thinking you've lost your bloody mind, okay? Just embrace every aspect of yourself. You are from another planet, yeah? You're from somewhere else. You see things, you see into the depths of reality in ways that other people around you don't see. And this is not just about your own healing in this sense. This is about moving into your power and finding that mission, right? When you stand in the full empowerment of who you are, the people around you will be healed just by your presence. I promise you that. You start to become a lighthouse, even if you're just standing there. And I can tell you that especially these days, that people have been so thrown and knocked on their bottoms on so many levels, emotional levels, spiritual levels, physical, people out there struggling with their businesses. For you to stand in that depth, which people are looking for all the time. I'm telling you, sometimes I look, and the muggles are even out there looking at meditation apps and mindfulness training, because the jig was up this year, right? A lot of us have been on this kind of a journey for a while, right? Maybe some of you kind of new to your spiritual awakening, but a lot of divine feminines have been poking around here for a while. And boy, now does everybody want a piece of us, right? They just want to be near people that have the power and the strength to look deep inside. So you might feel alone. See, look at her. Boom, she's out on the ledge. She's all by herself. The wind's blowing. The vastness is behind her. And you might feel really isolated by that. Look how singular these cards are, right? Right? These are single people, the new moon standing in this new beginning, and you might feel like, I am on my own doing this. And you know what? You are. Not really. You've got the rest of us out here too. But in that power of that singularity of who you are, you will attract others to you who are going to want that healing from your presence. The sun. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at you, divine feminine, in your full glory. This is it again. Singular figure standing and soaking in this beautiful pool of her emotions, the flowers blooming, the sun bringing life. I was just listening to someone today talking about how the divine feminine is the sun, because she brings the light to the connection. And look at her standing in her feminine, sensuous glory with all the realms of nature around her, right? Like there's a little octopus there. It's like that Octopus Teacher movie, right? That's out there, which was such a beautiful, wise film about the depth of relationship. The flowers are blooming. Look at these. These are little paintbrushes and a book here. So that is creativity, right? Embrace your creativity, whatever path that is for you to grow and express, right? If nature, there's like a tuba and a French horn, there's music and art. You are the generative power, mixing nature and the arts together. Even the face of the sun is the feminine, and there's a little beautiful baby in there, right? Maybe some of you are going to be having children soon, but that's also a metaphor for creatively giving birth to yourself and assisting the people around you in giving birth to themselves. All right, that's where we're at right now, supporting people in moving forward, especially right now out of this pandemic. If you're watching this now, if you're watching it, in the future, who knows what'll be going on then. But it is time for us as a collective, as a planetary community, to start rebirthing ourselves and moving forward. And as the feminine collective, we are leading the way, because we know what it is to be pulled down into the depths of a dark night of the soul and pull back up, right? We are brave. We have that wisdom and that courage to say, I can get through this and I can move forward and be an inspiration to others. Okay? All right. So great to have you here. Please please subscribe, all that good stuff. Come back, and I'm going to be putting my website in the bios as well. I do karmic meditational clearings. I have a monthly Kundalini yoga workshop for the Divine Feminine journey. And I also read tarot personally too. So stop on by, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.